Okay, so what is the 1G session all about? 1G started life as 20 exercises times 50 reps, 1000 1G. It's now evolved into 2 minutes best effort times 20 exercises with a 20-second downtime recuperation period. I use it as an assessment tool, benchmarking tool for a number of the squads and teams and groups I work with. It's part of my FAME series. That's my take on flexibility, agility, mobility and energy, exercise and conditioning, in other words, my particular take on that. And I also use it as a way of assessing people's general overall fitness. Now, I need to do some benchmarking simply because the Senior A squad in particular is spread across different countries, different territories, and whilst we're all fit and all doing various things, we need to work out how our collective strengths and how our collective development points gel, work together, and how we're going to get the best out of everybody in the squad and give people appropriate advice and guidance. Okay, there'll be other opportunities to test your prowess, especially in boats, so don't worry about that. This is just a benchmarking exercise to see where we are in the first instance. We'll probably use this as part of our assessment tools, but more about that in a separate video. Now, the way the exercises are laid out in the video, that was for choreography and filming purposes. Have a look at the sheets, and there's a specific way I'd like you to do them. There are some more aerobic, some more anaerobic. Some give you a bit of recovery time, drop your heart rate, etc, etc. So there's a fairly strict regime. What I need from you, next steps, is get your names on the list, obviously. Tell me you're doing them. Tell me you're doing the benchmarking exercises. It will be in August, and then get your scores into me. Okay, that's all for now in relation to the 1G set. Star jumps, jumping jacks. You're all familiar with that. Straightforward frontal plane work. This is a star jump. This is not a star jump, all the way up. Okay, variations, one front, one side, two front, two up, or jump rope. Okay, all star jumps. A bit of a pulse raiser, maximum effort for 2 minutes. Easy, so you say. But there's 20 exercises, so bear with me. Okay, posterior chain stretch 4-part exercise. Unlock the knees, okay? So the knees not locked out. Note my hands are about hip width, knee width apart. We're going all the way up, all the way down, rotate out to the left, rotate out to the right. Notice when I rotate, it's an oblique stretch. That hand remains stationary, that lateral side press. Up, down, rotate, rotate. Up, down, lateral side rotation. Up, down, right. And from the side, knees unlocked. All the way up, all the way down, rotate out, rotate out. Okay, posterior chain stretch, more of a dexterity, flexibility, mobility move. Okay, as if by magic, I've now got a step up. So find yourself a decent weight. It could be a rucksack, it could be a kettlebell, it could be a barbell, but something that's secure. And all we're doing is we're stepping up, not forgetting to change So best effort for 2 minutes. What I do is 10 leading with the left leg, 10 leading with the right leg. You get the basic idea. Okay, next exercise is goblet squat. So get yourself a representative weight. And what we're doing, good squatting style, all the way down, all the way up. So you can see, we're going squatting down and pressing up. Squatting down, driving away. Squatting down, driving the ground away, okay? Good goblet squat style, squatting down, driving the ground away. Easy as that, 2 minutes, best effort. Moving on to halos. Once again, get yourself a representative weight, and we're circumnavigating the head with the weight. I'm using a kettlebell, probably the most efficient way of doing it. I tend to do 5 in one direction, or 10 in one direction, and 10 in the other. Okay, halos. Okay, leg raises. The purest amongst you will notice I'm wearing grey socks. That's because they're walking socks as opposed to gym socks because I'm in the country. Anyway, leg raises. 4 parts to it. 2, 3, 4. Then we go to horizontal scissors. 2 is 1. And then vertical scissors. 2, 3, 4. And then nutcrackers. 2 parts is 1. You should never crack it on the first go. So leg raises, 2, 3, 4. Switch to horizontal, 2, 3, 4. Switch to vertical, big separation, 2, 3, 4. And nutcracker, 2, 3, 4. And done. That's your nutcrackers. Okay, some detail on some of these floor exercises. This won't be the order. Have a look at the sheet. This is just the order which I'm filming them because I've tried to sort of space it out. You're doing different forms of exercise, one after the other, rather than all floor exercises, as will be fairly obvious. When we're doing press-ups, we talk about short lever and long lever. So when I say short lever, that's short lever with the knees down. What I'm looking for is as many long lever press-ups as you can do with a stand or without a stand. And then when you've done as many as you can do within the 2 minutes, then drop to short lever, carry on, short lever. If you can do 2 minutes of long lever, fantastic, and that's really what the aiming point is. But don't just give up after 60, 70, 30, whatever you're doing, carry on, drop to short lever, so you do continuous effort for 2 minutes. That's press-ups. The Russian twists I'm looking for, I'll just show you with a smaller weight. There's all sorts of forms of Russian twists. What I'm looking for is closed chain, feet in contact with the ground, and we're going from side to side, either with a medicine ball or a weight. I mean, this is far too small. Well, I'm looking for a big swing from side to side. So select the weight. If you have too much of a weight, then you're coming in here. What I'm looking for is a long lever and a long swing, that form of Russian twist. So start with the weight, get the movement, and then ramp it up. If you start too heavy and you have the weight here, then you're restricting your movement. So we're looking for that long lever movement, as I say. Okay, just moving on again. The mountain climbers, what we're looking for is big movement of the hip. So it's a big hip flexibility movement, not a little dance here, okay? So big hip thrusts, hip flexibility. Very similar to that is the frog steps and the frog leaps. So a frog step, okay, so right hand meets right foot or other way around, okay? So that's the frog steps. And the frog leaps is quite simply, it's like a squat thrust, okay? So typically on that, what we do is maybe a minute of frog steps, then go into a round of frog leaps, and then alternate it. Okay, further iterations will do all squat thrusts, frog leaps, or all frog steps, but just bear with me on that. Principally hip flexibility, dexterity, mobility exercise. Planking, you're all familiar with plank, I'm sure. So the plank I'm talking about is this one. Spine neutral, head in a straight line, okay, not dropping the head. So we're starting off with a 2 minute plank. We'll ramp that up to a 5 or 6 minute plank, probably no more than that, 2 minutes. When we come to a rear plank, a few technical bits, hands out to the side, 90 degrees, 45 degrees, but not in line with the body, because the body doesn't tend to like that, especially the shoulders. So what we're looking for is a straight spine. I find it easy to point my nose, point my toes, point my knees, and drop my head back, keep my hips up, okay? That's what I call a rear plank, okay? Working against gravity, keep those hips up. Okay, there we go, a glute bridge. Once again, showing you with a smaller weight. Add weight to taste with this. So you're all familiar with the glute bridge, so shoulder blades, straight line through my knees, and I've got a representative weight. And what I'm basically doing is a shoulder press. Once again, decent size weight. So it's a glute bridge and a shoulder press. The next one is a 3-way lunge with a weight. So once again, select a representative weight, park it on your shoulder or whatever is suitable for the three-way lunge. Right leg stationary, so I'm lunging forward with the left, backwards with the left, sideways with the left. Okay, I do a set of 5 and then change precedence on the legs. Forward with the right, backwards with the right, transverse lunge with the right. So three-way lunge, left and right. One rep is one, so to speak, but I tend to do 5 or 10 to the left, 5 or 10 to the right, just to break it up. Okay, so three-way lunge, best effort, 2 minutes, you guessed it. Okay, sit up with an oblique twist. You need a band or a paddle. And with this one, so you can see, we're doing a sit up and oblique twist. Notice, right hand goes to left hip, left hand goes to right hip. All the way down, all the way up, left. Okay, 4-part manoeuvre. Best effort for 2 minutes. Sit up and oblique twist. The next one is the RDL, Romanian deadlift. Remember, when you're doing RDL, the legs are unlocked, you follow the weight down. You can either do it with a dumbbell, a barbell or a kettlebell. I'll demonstrate it with a kettlebell. So, kettlebell, suit to suit, good position. Remember, unlock knees, down, drive up, down, drive up. So you're driving the ground away, unlock the knees, I'm following it down, and I'm driving up away, okay? Add weight to test, RDL. Best effort, 2 minutes. Next one, lat and front raise. So what we need is a smaller weight, but a sensible weight. I'll use 4 kilo kettlebells, something like that, 4 or 5 kilos. Frontal and lateral, okay? 2 minutes. Another variation is all the way up. And frontal and to the side, okay? Front, lateral raise, best effort, 2 minutes. It's something they call the manta. You're probably less familiar with this. So you need 2 weights. I've got 4 kilo kettlebells. Get the technique first. It's not an involved technique, but it can strain your shoulders a little bit. And basically the technique is out, over. Okay, I'll show you this from the side. I've also got other videos on this one, a manta, okay? That is the standard one. People call this a wine glass exercise. Okay, and all we're doing is doubling that up, a mirror image from the side, tuck it in, it becomes the hip flexor and a shoulder mobility exercise as well. Okay, clean and press. Once again, you can do this with a barbell, you can do it with dumbbells, or you can do it with kettlebells. I'll demonstrate the kettlebells just for ease. So if I'm doing kettlebells, rack it properly, push up. You could do kettlebell, reach down from the floor and press up. Okay, last exercise is burpees. Come off it, everyone loves burpees, don't they? Beautiful exercise, keeps you fit, keeps you healthy, keeps you mobile. With a star jump and a press up. Now why am I doing it like that? Well, the star jump keeps your big muscles oxygenated, and therefore you can, in theory and in practice, go for longer. If you can wear a hat during it and keep your hat on, you get extra points.